Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Welcome to the show, folks. This is actually going to be very different from what we have done in the past, considering the fact that I made it very clear that I wasn't going to review any, letters or numbers type stuff. But that did not mean that I was going to stop reviewing Golden Book stuff. For those of you who are new to the show, Golden Book Video is notoriously known for making cheap, low-budget trash that was essentially dumped at every Toys R Us and Zany Brainies. Golden Book has been a frequent visitor on this show, but we're not going to review any fun with numbers or things like that. Besides, I'm never doing that ever again. So instead, I decided to actually do something new. A variety, if you will. A strange concoction that needs to be seen to be believed. Over the past couple of weeks, I have found a way to broaden my horizons. And instead of doing this all by myself, I decided to bring some of my loyal friends with me that we've been friends for many, many years. My friend Forrest, who has been with me since preschool, and my friend Chris, who has been a part of my life since 2009. And my friend Deniz is in the back. He's watching it with us. He doesn't want to be on camera, but that's okay. So let's break this down, alright? You have Golden Book Video, a company that is infamous for their cheap animation, their horrible voice acting, and just the bottom of the barrel garbage that you can find on a VHS tape. And then you decide, hey, let's take a break from the education, and instead, let us do a video about dinosaurs. For those of you who did not grow up in the 90s, and I know I'm hyping this up, the 90s was all about dinosaurs. Ever since Jurassic Park came out, dinosaurs were the common thing to look up. Books, movies, shows. There was a show called Dinosaurs and Cadillacs, if you even remember that. And on top of that, you also have the internet on the rise. So what are people going to do? Look up dinosaurs. It was insane. It was absolutely insane. And the TV show Dinosaurs.
Wait, that's the one made by the famous,
Jim Henson.
The famous Jim Henson.
Yeah.
And
oh my god, this is upside down.
And produced, by Michael Jacobs, a.k.a. the creator behind Boy Meets World.
Oh, I didn't know that, actually.
And a side note about Golden Books. Actually, Golden Books, I know, their stuff, when it comes to, to their, if you're referring to their in-house, by the way, are you actually referring to their in-house stuff? When it comes to their animation?
I don't really know.
Because I know that Golden Books, on the other hand, they actually did, distribute, videos, made by other companies, most notably, Deke Entertainment.
True. Deke Entertainment was actually really popular in the late 90s and 2000s. They produced
Actually,
the home video rights for the Super Mario Bros.
Actually,
Super Show.
they've been around, I would say they started becoming popular somewhere around, I'd say maybe mid-80s to the 90s, because remember, they do happen to have, you can't forget their late 80s stuff, as well. Because they did produce some stuff, from the 80s.
Well, speaking of 80s, this one that we're about to look at is from 87. So about, let's say, a few years before Jurassic Park. So I guess they were interested in that at the time. So.
Oh, The Land Before Time.
Oh yes, that's right. Land Before Time. Yeah,
That's
okay.
my favorite childhood.
All right, yeah. Well, the first one was great
Bluth.
because the T-Rex and
Land Before Time. That came out in '88.
True. Yeah. So okay. Let me rephrase all of this. Golden Book Video decides to make a video about dinosaurs several years before Jurassic Park and a year before The Land Before Time. Now that we got all that out of the way, let's actually try and watch this thing and see if it's even worth remotely... I've lost track of time. Let's just get through this.
What?
Pause the video. Gold Vision is another imprint of Golden Books video. I think I've seen that label on a few I think I've seen it on a few videos also on other projects that was from Deke Entertainment at least on YouTube.
You know more than me.
Yeah. And speaking well, either way, continue.
Alright.
How do I miss this show?
How did I not miss it?
There's dinosaurs and there's purple in the background. I wonder if there's any inspiration for the Barney show.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Who needs them?
Okay. And by the way, and here's a fun fact, regarding while we're on that subject of Barney, or while we're actually on
Is that an Apple IIc?
Why, yes, it is.
This is getting me nowhere.
While we're actually
I'll say.
Yeah, 'cause-
while we're on the
You
subject
need to call
of
your father,
yeah,
turn off the music, and go to bed.
speaking
Mom,
briefly
I
of the
already
subject
told
of
you.
Barney,
I need
here's a
thank you for
little
my
brief
science
fun
project.
fact.
It's due on Friday.
Did I ever told you
No,
that?
class. It's time to share our science project. Philip, would you like to be first? Philip, are you listening? We're all waiting.
It's a dream scene and he's not even asleep
Are you
yet.
listening to me, Philip?
Really?
Are you listening to me, young man?
Probably because of bad vision.
Philip? Philip, we don't have all afternoon. Bring your report up here. You've known about this assignment for 2 weeks, Philip.
I'm gonna flunk science.
Oh, how can anybody study with all that noise? Turn off that music and go to bed.
Okay, when is this gonna actually start resembling Golden Book? I swear to God.
Instead of looking like Diary from a Wimpy Kid.
Oh God, that looks terrible! Oh my God, this looks bad!
Oh my, that is so good. That animation is so cheap.
It's moving at like 3 frames a second.
Unrecorded time, 100 million years flew by to Mesozoic times. full of animals.
Say this right now. I would rather look watch like any Bourne project over this.
I hate to say it, but you're right.
Give me a Mesozoic mind. Bring me away from all mankind. You can keep your Cenozoic, but I'll think that Mesozoic. Give me a Mesozoic mind. Mesozoic.
They didn't even finish designing the guitars.
Apatosaurus plodded past as tall as any tree. And pterosaur flew through the air and monsters filled the sea. A mighty stegosaurus clad with armor down its spine grazed near Camarasaurus and others of our kind. Mesozoic.
The music is cool, but you know, I like the music, the guitar riffs, but
I like to say, Golden Books is kind of they're more well known like for their children's like public book publications, like more than their so-called like animation like stuff.
This isn't animation, it's just frames.
And I thought Great Wild Animals made it
I
better.
said animation, like on foot.
Yeah,
That's what I meant to say.
animation.
That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, you're right.
For lack of a better term.
Mesozoic. Mesozoic. Mesozoic.
You know what this reminds me of? There's a show called Pinky the Dinosaur. It would no, seriously, it's real. There are these teenagers who discover this egg, and it turns out to be a dinosaur, and he becomes like a member of their crew or something.
Dinosaurs. I'll do my report on dinosaurs. It'll be great. They'll go crazy over it. I'm saved.
he was in The Princess Bride, wasn't he? What's his name again?
Fred Savage.
Yeah, Fred
Savage.
Savage.
Yeah.
I don't think he signed on for this. We'll find out in the credits.
He's also from.
The Wonder Years.
Why don't you go and ask him and find him and ask him?
If I show him this, he's gonna be like, no, I don't remember that.
Don't forget the Wonder Years as well.
Well, he also had a brother, so maybe it was him.
Yeah, and of course, The Wizard.
Yes, I like that movie.
Any dinosaurs in here?
If you know where to look, they're all around.
Who said that? Are you talking to me?
You asked a question, didn't you?
Yes. I mean, no. I mean, can you help me? Where are the dinosaurs?
I already told you. They're right under your nose.
Wait a minute. There's nothing but rocks here. Rocks are just rocks. I need the truth. I need real dinosaurs.
It's not that easy.
Ugh. Hey, wait a minute. It's nothing personal.
And I meant you have to search to find the truth.
Someone already tried that.
Yeah, that's.
T-Rex Back to the Cretaceous is an IMAX documentary, but it's not really a documentary as much as like, hey, let's create a 40 minutes movie. And it actually wasn't bad.
Go on, do some detective work. What do you see?
Wow. A fossil. But what's this got to do with dinosaurs?
That's what people wondered for hundreds of years, before they discovered that fossils tell us about the Earth's past.
Where did they think those big bones came from?
They hadn't the slightest idea, so they made up stories and legends about monstrous beasts that might have lived long ago.
You mean like dragons and stuff? And Godzilla? So how did people learn about dinosaurs?
Wait, did they just reference Godzilla?
Yep.
It is technically a reptile.
But rocks can't talk.
If you listen carefully, the rocks have an awfully lot to say.
I still don't get it.
The grooves on a record remember a song, right? So does a fossil. The imprints remember a lot about something that used to be there. The whole history of the Earth.
I'm beginning to see it.
And once people knew what to look for, they found fossils everywhere.
What a mess! Where did they start?
It took a lot of imagination in the beginning.
But how can you tell if you're right? Do bones tell about muscles? Or skin? For all you know, dinosaurs had fur coats.
Bones do tell how muscles work. You have to think like a detective. Sometimes you get the right answer. Sometimes you'll make a silly mistake. But the truth is magnificent.
Wow, they really are beautiful. I mean, there's nothing like them. But they're just bones. Don't you understand?
You still don't see them, do you?
What were dinosaurs? Where did they come from and why? How'd dinosaurs get so big? Something made them different. But now they're all gone. Why?
It's an amazing story. Long, long ago, a shallow sea filled with plants and animals covered most of the land. Then, about 200 million years ago, the sea dried up, and almost everything died.
I get it. There was tons of space for animals to live on land.
Exactly. New animals developed, the ancestors of insects and birds and mammals. But the greatest of them all were the dinosaurs.
No wonder. Would you mess with those guys? I wouldn't. No way.
He sounds like young Simba from The Lion King.
Yeah, actually it does.
But that's Jonathan Taylor Thomas. People don't know that.
Yeah, but that's
Wow.
Fred Savage we're talking
Dinosaurs
about.
came in
Yeah.
all shapes and sizes. Some were huge, and some were small as pets,
Some were fierce,
and others were gentle. There were ugly ones.
and beautiful ones.
Some lived in herds, and some shook the earth when they walked,
Some were graceful.
and some were terrifying.
For 150 million years, they were a world unto themselves.
And then what happened? I mean, where did they all go?
That secret is still locked inside the rocks and the oceans and the stars. There's still a lot of detective work to do. Go on. Look. Maybe you will find it. Maybe you. Maybe you.
Wow.
If you want to know, first there was an asteroid and then another ice age, and then there are numerous environmental hazards that resulted from the asteroid collision. It's not really that hard to find out what happened to them. Everybody thinks it's like this big mystery, but it really isn't. It's more or less just what killed them first. That's what we don't really know yet.
But they're not always completely gone. They're still around with their distant reptile relatives, and then the birds may be their direct descendants.
Yeah, true.
Is that necessary?
None of this is.
Yeah, not very, but that used to give me nightmares when I was a kid.
done. Oh, they're gonna love it. I can't wait to tell them everything.
Your shoes untied.
My pencil!
Boys and girls, don't be so stupid, Richard.
Hey, get a load of this one.
Glad. This morning.
I think we need to fire a cinematographer.
We're going to discuss the biggest animal that ever walked.
Oh wait, never mind. It was just a chalkboard.
Dinosaur.
Jump.
And because Philip is very interested in the subject, I've asked him to give a report. Oh, yeah. Gosh. Yeah. What a drag.
Boring.
The word dinosaur means terrible lizard. Actually, they weren't lizards at all. They were reptiles. The largest ones weighed as much as 100 tons.
Say, man, that's heavy.
But the smallest dinosaur was not much bigger than a turkey. Until recently, scientists believed the dinosaur to be extinct. But now they believe that there is one animal that is directly descended from the mighty dinosaur.
King Kong.
Margaret's mother.
Birds. And it all began with an egg. Unlike the fishes and amphibians before them, the dinosaurs laid their eggs out of the water. When they were born, they were prepared to exploit the land.
Exploit? Did you say exploit?
There were tall ones.
That's you, Margaret.
Short ones.
Richard, just shut up.
Fat ones. And flat ones.
You again, Margaret.
I need a pen. Can we please focus on the education instead of these farting noises? Oh my god.
Or that.
It's like we have 3 different directors on this thing.
They just hang out their mouths. Yeah, man, they be kicking their legs and everything. It's really cool.
Dinosaurs did not eat people.
Well, that's really disappointing.
There weren't any people. The last dinosaur died 60 million years before man.
And how do you even know they were here?
Because scientists have found their bones, and they put them all together. They know a lot about them. How big they were, how they moved around, what they ate. They even found dinosaur footprints. Sit down, Richard.
I'm starving.
Did dinosaurs eat?
What's for lunch?
I don't know.
Read the lunch menu.
Some dinosaurs were herbivores. Now that means that they ate only plants. They were harmless creatures with teeth suitable only for chewing soft plant food.
This Brussels sprout, dude, that's ugly.
Brussels sprout.
Okay, this has become Creature Comforts.
Huge teeth.
If you don't know what that is, it's one of Arvin's early works, but had animals being interviewed.
Sometimes they ate other dinosaurs.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
But the largest of the giant dinosaurs was a plant eater.
The Brachiosaurus was 50 feet tall and slow-witted, with a brain the size of a kitten. It got by with fewer
Okay, that is
ounces of
freaky.
brain in proportion to
With weight than any other backboned animal we know of.
except for Richard.
The longest dinosaur measured 1/3 the length of a football field.
That ought to keep everybody in the locker room.
When he received a message here, it had to travel all the way to its brain. Here. And then the message from the brain had to travel all the way back again. That could take as long as a minute. So the Diplodocus had a sort of a helper brain. Here.
You ought to send away for one of those, Richard. You need some help.
The Ankylosaurus was the armored king
this?
Like other plant eaters, it moved slowly, and its teeth were only good for chewing plants. But shields of bony plates covered its back, and small ones nearly covered its face.
That looked like Margaret's mother.
And carried a tail like a wolf.
Well, this is awkward.
It had teeth as long and sharp as knives, and it could open its mouth a full 4 feet. Don't say it, Richard! Its name means Tyrant Lizard King, and when he talked, everybody listened. What happened to them, Philip? They died.
Of what?
That is a mystery. There are many theories regarding the extinction of the dinosaur, but no one knows for sure what happened.
Next.
A change in climate may have been responsible. Vast areas of dinosaur country cooled, and perhaps the dinosaur couldn't adapt. They were too big to burrow into the ground and too bulky to move to a warmer climate.
Why don't we move Philip to a warmer climate?
How about the furnace room?
Some people believe that growing numbers of mammals were eating the dinosaur eggs so that fewer and fewer of them were hatched.
Awesome, bird brain!
Changes in the Earth's surface may have endangered the dinosaur as well. Mountains were pushed up.
Oh, like that Rite of Spring in Fantasia.
With fewer plants to eat, the plant-eating dinosaurs became fewer.
Uncool.
And the plant-eating dinosaurs had been food for the meat-eating dinosaurs.
What a drag.
So then, there were fewer meat-eating dinosaurs.
I don't want to die!
Shut up!
Yeah.
I recognize that.
I ran out of meat!
This is exactly what I'm talking about. It just felt the expression all these years ago.
I ran out of meat! This is weird.
I know
this.
This is weird.
I finally know where that came from.
Oh, you
all
do?
these years.
Yeah, I saw.
You do? Where did it came from?
There was this one stupid YouTube poop of Caillou, and it's the one where he's having the bad attitude because he can't go to the circus, and he's like, "No, I don't want to. I don't want to go." That's where it came from.
Oh my god.
That's what I told you. It may be a documentary, but it has some crazy humor.
Eating and fighting. I mean, we were nowhere then, man. Those guys ruled the earth. Do you know that they found a shoulder blade of a dinosaur that's taller than the man who found it? A shoulder blade, man. Do you know how big that is? They call him Supersaurus, and he was as big as 15 African bull elephants. Oh, man, I mean, nobody messed with them. Would you mess with a guy that eats pine trees for lunch? Jeez, no, you wouldn't. I don't care what you think you'd say to a dinosaur if he was right here. Hey, man, that's my pine tree. Don't eat that pine tree. I'll call my lawyer. Hey, no way. You don't say nothing. You just be as quiet as a mouse. M-O-U-S-E, mouse. And hope he doesn't step on you. I mean...
Is this clay pixelated?
Yeah.
It's stop motion, but it's like, okay, first we've gone from live action to crap animation to live action again to paintings to live action to stop motion. Where is this going? It's like I'm impressed that Golden Book was able to do something new, thank God, but man, this was like...
Apparently it's going out of this world and I can't apparently it's going to infinity and beyond.
Oh God.
Yeah.
This is what the whole thing should have been. It was just better looking.
But these kids have gone too far as far as I'm concerned.
And we say shut up. And we say zip it, mouth. And we say zip it.
Perhaps it's just nap time. We'll get back to it later.
We turned off the microphone for that kid because he was getting obnoxious. So we're just like, here's some decent animation for once. And yes, I say decent in the loosest of terms.
Uh-oh.
All you need is Rite of Spring and it'll be fine. Actually, no. Actually, no, that wouldn't work.
Don't want now your vote, but I think you got company.
They didn't even mention the asteroid. Did you mention that? No, you didn't. You didn't. Oh, you know, this also reminds me of, this is like the Monty Python animations.
Yeah.
Yeah. And?
The thing is, the only difference is that Monty Python is a lot more. It's a lot more funnier and entertaining.
Amen to that.
I never saw it, so I don't have a point of reference, but I'll take your word for it.
You've never seen Monty Python? You've seen Monty Python, right?
Yes.
Have you seen their, like, animated stuff?
No.
Okay, well, it's mostly just... Their animation consists of just, like, sequences in between the skits. I'll show them to you later.
Right.
It's like, hey, I want to join the party.
No, wait, I'm joining in.
No, this is my food. Burn my food.
Now I want to bite too.
Stupid sugar high.
And I think that deserves a little respect.
Yeah, that was all right.
Thank you.
Oh, congratulations, Philip.
Philip, I'm so proud of you. That was wonderful.
Will Vinton? He animated Yonoid.
Yeah.
He animated the Noid for Domino's.
Yeah, which of course, if my memory is correct, Will Vinton.
After the dinosaur died, the mammals had a chance
Yeah, Will Vinton.
Oh, is it still going?
By the way, I should mention that Will Vinton Studios, I think that company would eventually become Laika Entertainment.
Fred Savage, yep. Fred Savage was... Oh my god. Okay, this was weird. There's no... Okay. So the animated sequence was animated by Will Vinton, who you don't know animated the Noid and the Domino's commercials.
Yeah.
He had his own production company and all that.
And I should mention, like... Yeah, that company, of course, would eventually... That would become Laika Entertainment.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
In case if you're wondering... Yeah, if my memory is correct, I think the final project that was from Will Vinton Studios I think Will Vinton Studios actually went out, I think pretty much went out of business in 2005, and they were purchased by Laika Entertainment. And as far as I'm aware of, the final project was the Tim Burton directed A Corpse Bride, which was the first project from Laika.
Yeah, I never liked Corpse Bride. I never did.
I actually do have like a much, I mean, at least for me, I mean, I'm actually am like a person that's actually is like an advocate when it comes to like preserving like other animation types, more specifically stop motion and 2D animation.
Right, and I'm happy that people are still doing it. Stop motion's great, actually. There's a lot of great stop motion stuff.
Yeah.
So, okay, this was really weird. I was expecting this to be like a free-for-all, nonsense, like really bad animation, but no. This thing is so... Okay, you have Fred Savage coming out of the blue trying to create some kind of book report, science book report, and then all of a sudden he falls asleep, and then some bad animation with rock music, with dinosaurs, where they couldn't even finish the guitar. They couldn't even finish the design of the guitars, for God's sakes. And then he wakes up, finds out, hey, I'm gonna do a party on dinosaurs. And then all of a sudden it becomes a documentary. Okay. I don't understand what is going on with these people. I really don't. After doing this for so long, I keep thinking to myself, where are all these ideas coming from? You have working with letters. You have a dog that's trying to be Groucho Marx. And then you have working with numbers, which is basically half of his parodies of Wheel of Fortune, Sherlock Holmes, and Flash Gordon. I have no idea what's going on with these people, and quite frankly, it alarms me that I'm still even talking about this. But let's be honest, this was better than it had any right to be. And I say that as someone who has sat through the worst of the worst. Working with numbers, working with words, working with numbers, you have no idea. So the fact that I'm able to say anything positive about this studio, wherever they are now, is quite an achievement. Congratulations, Dinosaurs, a fun-filled trip back in time. You somehow managed to be watchable. It's all over the place, it's disjointed, there were like 3 different directors working on this. And the whole sequence, the educational sequence at the end with the stop motion dinosaurs and everything, and how the kid won't stop talking about dinosaurs. How awesome is that? And I'm just like, kid, you are way too enthusiastic about this. This is a perfect example of why the 90s was just littered with dinosaurs everywhere. You have Jurassic Park, the Super Mario Brothers movie, you have the internet that basically exploited it. I mean, the TV show Dinosaurs, you have the, you have Theodore Rex.
You have Barney.
Yeah, Barney.
The Land Before Time.
Well, we're talking about the sequels. They're the direct-to-video sequels. But that's the thing. That kid is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. You're obsessed with dinosaurs. If you're obsessed with dinosaurs so much, go to a museum. Go to museums. I guarantee you they're way better than watching this. You learn way more in museums than you do watching these things.
I did too, like me. Every once in a while.
Yeah, well, it's obvious that museums, there's a reason why they exist, because you get more educational value out of museums than watching these things. I mean, yes, the Will Vinton animation is good and all, which is a nice change of pace, but the whole thing is so disjointed, and there's a lack of focus. Fred Savage disappears about halfway through it. Then what's up with this other kid who's on like some kind of sugar high?
Yeah.
Please.
What does his parents feed him, I wonder?
Kids are feeding him kids. It's like we're feeding our kids like Reese's Pieces.
Soda and cookies for breakfast.
Oh God! Oh God, dude! Oh man! Oh God! Oh, this was fun.
Okay, I need to say something.
Okay.
Just for the record, there was one thing that I remember, and I'll never forget this. I loved the Land Before Time films growing up. I didn't watch all of them, but I watched so many of them. And this was back when we had VHS. But there was this one thing that I heard over and over again. Buy this movie, buy that movie, The Land Before Time. The Land Before Time. And I'm going to, I have to say this.
I mean, that's a good way to close out this episode.
No, just listen. The Land Before Time. The Land Before Time and The Land Before Time. And don't forget The Land Before Time. And don't forget The Land Before Time rated G. And don't forget The Land Before Time rated PG. And don't forget The Land Before Time rated PG-13. And don't forget The Land Before Time rated R. And don't forget The Land Before Time rated NC-17. And don't forget The Land Before Time rated X.
Collect them all.
Rated X.
Yeah, collect them all.
Collect them all.
I remember like those old like commercials that they had like back then.
Oh my God, I remember them. They have like the announcer. I think he was like a Disney announcer or something. I don't remember.
And look for these other video releases waiting to bring years of enjoyment to parents and children of all ages. beginning with The Land Before Time, The Land Before Time 2, The Great Valley Adventure, The Land Before Time 3, The Time of the Great Giving, The Land Before Time 4, Journey Through the Mists, The Land Before Time 5, The Mysterious Island, and the latest release, The Land Before Time 6, The Secret of Saurus Rock. And don't forget the Land Before Time sing-along songs.
Give me a Mesozoic mind. Teach me to learn from what I find. You can keep your Cenozoic, but I'll take that Mesozoic. Give me a Mesozoic mind.
I'm trying to make a joke. I'm trying to find my joke.
I hate it when they do ads.
I used to be a hitman for my brother.
He's been a hitman for my brother.
It's an ad for Buffers. Somebody wrote this.
Especially a guy who hits indie.
That's the guy from Kive Kwan from Everything Everywhere All at Once.
And the Temple of Doom, don't
and the
forget.
Goonies. Oh, by the way, my joke.